We're joined by tight ends coach Reggie Gamble in his first season here at Youngstown State with the YSU football Penguin. And coach, thanks for joining us tonight. First year here, so kind of maybe just tell us how you ended up here at Youngstown State.
I was tight ends coach at Ashland University for the last 10 years. And prior to that, did a couple of years in the junior college ranks and coached linebackers, offensive line, D-line, and kind of found my niche as a tight ends coach.
And you have a pretty good group here at Youngstown State.
Yeah, I walked into a phenomenal situation. Jacob Benio, Brandon Serrano, Coach Seacrest, Nate Dameron, some of those guys. It's been a really fun group to work with.
You know, we talked to Jake earlier, and in a tight end now, I mean, the position is, I think a little more simplified because now a tight end used to just go out and catch the ball. Now he's a blocker. Now he goes out and various roles in this position.
At Ashland, we did a myriad of things. I was blessed to coach, the highest Division II draft pick ever. And that let me know, oh, no, these guys can be the most intricate part of an offense. And that's the way it is here. These guys are charged with knowing all the run blocking schemes, all of the pass schemes, and next to the quarterback, they probably know the most of the offense.
Coach, I know you're 3 games into the conference schedule. Your thoughts on this Missouri Valley Conference?
It's phenomenal. There's some really good football here. I was playing in one of the best in the GLIAC in Division II, and then coming into the Missouri Valley, I was just told how good the football was, and it lived up to the billing.
What are you most impressed with, with this level of competition, FCS in the conference?
The caliber of just the players overall. The linemen are as good as you see in any level of football. I think we saw that when you match us up against other Division I schools. Sure. We look the part up front.
You made the jump. Is there a big jump between D2 and this level from your standpoint?
And it's mostly in the trenches, the big guys, and then these tight ends. Jake Benio's a phenomenal athlete. You have some phenomenal skill players like your Bryce Olivers and C.J. Charlestons, and that piece. There's a jump, but in that Division II, there's some phenomenal athletes too. Because there's so many good athletes now, it's hard for all of them to go to Division I.
I mean, you look at the Ohio State game. I mean, that was the game that YSU played this year, and I've seen them play Michigan State, Pitt down the road. There's not a big drop-off with that. I mean, you've been around this. Do you see the same thing?
Absolutely. I think it becomes more a question of depth at that point.
Sure.
Whereas Ohio State could have 2 of the offensive lines that we have, or 2 of the defensive lines that we have. But our kids walked in there, and they played their butts off, and, when you looked at them, there wasn't a huge difference in those things.
Coach, you're a young guy. I mean, you're in your first couple of jobs here. Aspirations one day to become a head coach?
Yeah, I think most coaches get into it with that idea. Right now, I got here in a phenomenal situation with Coach Phillips and Troy, and I just really in a great opportunity to learn. And I'm really just taking advantage of that. And, if those things happen, they'll happen down the road when it's time.
Yeah, and I think someone as young as you want to establish yourself and become versatile in what you coach and all that stuff. And how much have you enjoyed your time here?
Oh, it's been phenomenal. I've learned so much. I've been coaching for this is going on year 15 almost, and I thought I knew a lot of football. And then you get here, and there's a whole new way of doing things from an organizational standpoint, offensively, how we handle players, and it's just been a phenomenal learning experience so far.
Well, we appreciate your time tonight. Welcome to Youngstown. Good luck on Saturday against Illinois State because, as Coach mentioned, these games don't get easier, they get tougher.
It's the joy of the Missouri Valley.
Coach, thanks for your time, and we appreciate good luck on Saturday. When we return, we'll talk about homecoming as Penguin Game Day continues.